What's up, guys? Welcome back to Tech Tuesday.
Our jobs send us to a lot of conventions. You got San Diego Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, E3, PAX East, PAX West, but probably our favorite has to be South by Southwest because it's truly unique, and it also takes place in the delicious barbecue capital city of Austin, Texas.
Oh, well, they haven't sent us there in years. What's the deal, guys?
Oh, come on, God.
Silence. Anyways, South by Southwest is actually 3 conventions in one. There's a music festival that often results in relative unknowns being thrust into stardom. There's a film festival that shows off upcoming indie hits that are then thrust into stardom. And then there's South by Southwest Interactive, which focuses on technology, gaming, online media, and all of the culture surrounding it.
South by Interactive isn't CES, and it isn't E3. It's something unique. And that's probably why the event's organizers thought that having a couple of panels that are related to online harassment and that whole Gamergate debate would go off without a hitch.
I can't see what would go wrong. But it looks like the organizers vastly overestimated the maturity of their audience because those 2 panels, one about how to solve the harassment problem in gaming and the other featuring many pro-Gamergate advocates, have both been canceled thanks to harassment and threats of on-site violence.
Your harassment seminar is canceled due to harassment.
Yeah.
South by Southwest Interactive's director posted the following statement regarding the whole thing, which we will now read from in the same groaning, sighing voice that he probably had in his head when writing it. So we'd hope that hosting these 2 discussions in March 2016 in Austin would lead to a valuable exchange of ideas on this very important topic. However, in the 7 days since announcing these 2 sessions, South by Southwest has received numerous threats of on-site violence related to this programming.
South by Southwest prides itself on being a big tent and a marketplace of diverse people and diverse ideas. However, preserving the sanctity of the Big Ten at South by Southwest Interactive necessitates that we keep the dialogue civil and respectful. If people cannot agree, disagree, and embrace new ways of thinking in a safe and secure place that is free of online and offline harassment, then this marketplace of ideas is inevitably compromised.
I mean, I honestly thought this whole Gamergate thing was over a long time ago, but nope, I guess it just never left, and I wasn't paying enough attention.
Yeah.
Here's an idea. Maybe we could all just agree that online harassment sucks and games journalism is bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
No?
Oh.
No? All right, well, whatever. Carry on.
Stay tuned for a new episode of Tugs. Anyways, the thing's weird because they have a bunch of companies all backing out because of this now.
Yeah, like BuzzFeed's
But BuzzFeed, oh no, BuzzFeed's leaving? We're not gonna find out how to make a muffin with a bunch of macaroni and cheese and bacon bits on it in a microwave in 2 minutes.
I just hate everyone involved. Like, I hate Gamergate, but then when I went to follow all of the people on the other side of the issue, I hated everything that they were saying on Twitter too.
There's no medium, there's no middle ground in any of this. So if you just forget about it, it'll go away.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move on to a topic that's actually worth getting violently angry over. Turing Pharmaceuticals, the company that raised the price of a 62-year-old medication called Daraprim from $13.50 a pill to a staggering $750 a pill, and their CEO Martin Shkreli, who was the total douchebag about the whole thing and refused to even try to understand why this would piss people off.
Well, good news. The free market only took about a month to fix this debacle thanks to a company called Imprimis Pharmaceuticals, who have created an alternative to Daraprim that costs not $700, not $13.50, but just 99 cents per pill.
There you go. Now, if you're one of the unlucky few who has to deal with life-threatening toxoplasmosis, namely AIDS patients, pregnant women, and small children, you no longer have to give the equivalent of 96 hours of federal minimum wage to this smug son of a bitch for one single pill. Also, last week in the news, he tried to donate to Bernie Sanders' campaign.
Gave it back.
Gave it to charity.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, the guy was really upset about that.
Yeah, well, I mean,
as he's a complete douchebag. Yeah.
In other great news, the European Parliament just passed a law putting an end to mobile roaming charges.
Good.
Under this new law, it'll be illegal for telecoms to charge roaming for calls, text, and data starting in June 2017.
So that's great, right? I mean, traveling between countries in Europe has been really easy and painless for a long time. But being charged crazy roaming fees for just being a few hundred miles from home is stupid.
Yeah, so this is great. Except a bunch of other laws got passed alongside that one, and they have European net neutrality advocates a little bit worried.
For example, providers can now offer priority to, quote, specialized services, as long as they treat the, quote, open internet equally. For now, those services are defined as pretty essential things like remote surgery, driverless cars, and terror prevention. So while it definitely isn't neutral, it's certainly stuff you wouldn't want ending up in a data bottleneck. So, I mean, give this one a pass.
Yeah, a lot of sites didn't even bother looking into what they defined that as.
Yeah.
They're pretty clear about it, just like, don't let this be a slippery slope.
Yeah, bro, I don't want this robot operating on your heart to get throttled by data and go haywire in there.
It plays an ad while it's...
Yeah.
More
Eat it, Joe's.
More troubling is the concept of zero rating, where ISPs allow certain websites or apps to not count against a user's data limits. This is a practice that ISPs will pretty much only ever use when they have a vested interest in users spending lots and lots of time on those specific sites or apps.
And most troubling of all is a rule allowing ISPs to predict periods of peak demand and then group different kinds of services into different classes, which can be sped up or slowed down at will. Basically, you better do all your Netflixing first thing in the morning or after midnight because prime time is going to be throttled to hell, probably down to 240p.
Yeah.
Get all your YouTube Red offline videos good to go in the morning, kids.
It's not a fast lane, it's fast lanes and slow lanes.
Yeah.
So, neutral.
Yeah.
Anyways.
They need a internet version of the German Autobahn.
Yeah.
Full throttle. Wait, no, not full throttle. No, that's the worst term to say for it.
Yeah, I don't want to be throttled.
Yeah, don't throttle my internet.
Anyway, speaking of streaming, on Sunday, the NFL teamed up with Yahoo to stream an NFL game on Yahoo's various platforms for free!
This is great!
Sports leagues, at least here in the US, have been notoriously stingy about just putting their live content up on the internet for free. So this was a pretty great experiment for everyone involved to see just how well this would go.
Well, except for Yahoo, because they probably spent a bunch of money to stream it for free.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the results aren't really mind-blowing, but they're still impressive. So according to the NFL, they got 15.2 million unique visitors who watched the game on Yahoo, which compares really well to NFL games' usual viewership of between 10 and 20 million. And that's usually on a basic channel too, like ABC, NBC, Fox. So this is impressive.
However, the stream only averaged 2.36 million viewers per minute, meaning a lot of people turned on the stream at some point in the game and either said, hey, that's cool, or this sucks, and then went back on their merry way.
Yeah, there's a number of reasons why this might have happened, such as lag and quality issues, but our guess is that people just really don't want to watch American football on a laptop screen, especially if they have the option of just going one room over and sitting on the couch and watching it on a huge flat screen TV. You gotta get, like, if you had Yahoo screen on a Roku or something like that, it would work.
Yeah.
But also, like, I would say, I mean, I'm in a very, I would assume, small minority of people that gets the absolute highest amount of data speed from my provider.
Yeah.
A lot of people, like a lot of older people that watch the NFL and stuff like that, they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to check my emails and watch a YouTube cat video or something.
You've got mail.
Yeah.
Regardless, the NFL seems pretty pleased by how things worked out, and they said they'll be doing more streaming games in the future.
Good.
The head of the NFL's public relations summed up a pretty big reason for them to be happy with the whole thing on Twitter, saying, among the fascinating stats of the Bills vs. Jaguars stream, watched by fans in 180 plus countries and territories. Yahoo!
Wait, so those numbers are really good for that specific game,
Yeah.
though. That's the thing, is if it was like a Giants-Cowboys game or something, those numbers would have been way higher.
It was also pretty early
Nobody
in the
watches
morning
the Jaguars.
because the game was part of like the London series.
Yeah.
So it aired at like 9 a.m. Eastern time, I
Well,
think.
there you go. It was incredidly well received then.
Yeah, it's just a matter of getting a dedicated Yahoo NFL app on every smart TV and device and shit.
Well, if they have Yahoo Screen, they're already gonna have it then.
I would think so.
Yeah, we'll have this cute little tidbit here, right here at the end. The iPod was announced 14 years ago this week. Every year that goes by, it gets more ridiculous how
I
small
remember that
and
fucking thing.
Yeah, so people have been sending around this link to a Mac Rumors forum post that existed when it was announced. Here are some amazing comments from that. Now keep in mind, this was 2001, and this was the first generation iPod, which was just 5 gigabytes and cost $400.
Wow. Great, just what the world needs. Another freaking MP3 player. Go Steve, where's the Newton?
I still can't believe this. All this hype for something so ridiculous. Who cares about an MP3 player? I want something new. I want them to think differently. Why, oh, why would they do this? It's so wrong. It's so stupid.
$400 for an MP3 player? I'd call it the Cube 2.0, as it won't sell and be killed off in a short time. And it's not really functional.
All that hype for an MP3 player? breakthrough digital device, the reality distortion field is starting to warp Steve's mind if he thinks for 1 second that this thing's gonna take off.
I have no use for an MP3 player. My house has a CD player. My car has a CD player. My Mac has a CD player. I don't use headphones. The iPod requires me to change my lifestyle to meet its needs.
And as we all know, the iPod went on to be one of the most successful tech devices of all time.
Yeah.
So this is why fanboys of things should not have any say in what a company does, ever.
You should just
Ever.
just let the market decide.
Just like with that pill, yeah. Thanks,
Anyway,
capitalism.
We did a podcast this weekend where we talked about Star Wars, and we talked about movies that we saw way too young, and they mess us up real bad.
Yeah, every time a boob comes on screen now, I have to go like this, just out of habit. Can't wait to do it to my kids.
And in real life.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, boobs! Also, we reported on that story that was circling around yesterday about how bacon is gonna kill you. Spoiler, it probably is not gonna kill you, at least right away.
What?
So watch that, and then we also have a brand new news dump where we talk about PewDiePie being lots of more money on the PewDiePie.
Oh, PewDiePie!
He has more money in his Pewdie pockets.